Hi, Sag. This is your weekly tea, your weekly forecast for the 11th through the 15th of July. I'm sorry it's just posting today, the 11th. I tried to post this last night, and for whatever reason, YouTube just never stopped processing it. So, and then something was corrupted with the file, and I'm like, well, thank God it's still on the table. So I've had to re-record it for you. Probably because I was meant to deliver some more messages. If you're new to Somachandra Libra, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I also read for you on my other channel called Somachandra Tarot, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. So subscribe to both. You have a good first part of July message on Somachandra Tarot, and this is just your weekly tea. Well, Sag, I can definitely see that aspects of the sextiles and trines that are happening between the sun and the north node and the south node are going to rear their head for you. And you could work through some stuff from the past that's unresolved at this time and then move forward. I see a really strong focus on the pentacle realm, the health, wealth, time, money, and those aspects of your life. I also see personal gratitude, positivity, and probably some support around you. I do think you have good support around you, in particular, and maybe close friends and family members. So, just dropping things today. Overall focus for the 11th through the 15th is the 6th house. This is the work, health, and duty area of your life. 6th house is an important house. It's the one we spend a lot of time in. It is a house of change and a willingness to change, and asks us to think about what we're devoted to, what we're in service of. There is a bit of self-analysis, looking at what needs improvement when we're dealing with the 6th house. And you're going to be thinking a lot about, again, what you're devoted to, what you're willing to work for, what you're disciplined towards, habits as well, anything that needs to be changed. And I think that you're going to be needing to take it easy because Taurus has come out. Some of you have Taurus in your chart, maybe a Taurus around you in your aura impacting you. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature, and it's rich and it's earthy and it's productive yet relaxed and slow. Take it easy right now, Sag. Life this week is a marathon and not a race. Okay, Taurus is asking you, first of all, slow down. There is abundance all around you. I definitely think you should spend time in nature. I do think you're going to have a productive week, but it's not going to be a race. No, it's not. And I think that'll feel nice. I mean, I hope it feels nice for you. It doesn't feel nice for everyone. I mean, it depends on what your Mercury placement is. And right now, today, or rather tomorrow, on the 11th, the North Node is going to be in Taurus, and it's going to sextile the Sun. So Taurus is really asking you to move towards what works best for you at this time and release the old, because South Node is in Scorpio right now. Strong focus on the 2nd house as well, assets, finances, and the things that you value, including yourself. This also speaks to feelings of self-worth. You may be thinking a lot about your social privileges, cultural background, what possessions bring you security, also your earning ability. Yeah, at this time, where your talents are. Talents will showcase your feelings of self-worth, not necessarily objects and assets. Here's the Sun, your immortal soul is involved. 7 energies, oracle messages, a deep breath, and the spirit of gratitude. I'm sensing some of you recently went through some kind of a close call. And you're like, whew, that was a close one. Or like Sagittarians are known for being very lucky and having like 9 lives. You guys always land on your feet. But that doesn't mean that you don't go through difficult times. And I do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So you will be thinking about your fate and your karma and destiny. Again, with Taurus asking you to relax, getting into good routines, thinking about self-worth, that's all going to come from your gratitude, Sagittarius. You will be in a spirit of gratitude. I think I see you guys looking around and focusing more on what you do have rather than what you don't have. Not in any rush, just taking a deep breath like, phew. The more you do that and the more you stop rushing and just concentrate on a relaxed, slow productivity, the better you're going to feel. And it's going to help you see what you're truly grateful for. It's also going to help you focus on what you truly place value on. I'm hearing what you can get rid of and what you can keep. Beautiful uncaging and smoke and mirrors is down here. There is an uncaging of your heart happening this week. And once you do, you may be revealing a lot of things that are a mystery to you at this time. I think what I'm seeing through the tarot is once you do that, you will be able to pinpoint, Sagittarius, the things in your life that kind of create insecurity and bad habits and hold you back from the past. And I think you're going to be willing to see that there are some things that will always be a mystery to you, that you will never understand, and yet you will be able to let them go. This was a powerful spread. It was pretty on the surface, and then when I got into your environment, I feel like the environment are things you need to let go of, and you'll be tested and challenged to do that. If you focus on your everyday life and the pentacle realm, just take a deep breath and stay in a place of gratitude, you're going to uncage and all the smoke and mirrors are going to be revealed, and all you have to do is walk away. All you have to do is walk away and give yourself permission to not understand. And furthermore, I see support around you. I really do, because from the Chakra Oracle deck, I have gratitude. So here's another card of gratitude, acceptance, perception, and then I also have perseverance. So I notice in two of these cards, there's a person here supporting you, two people supporting each other. And I think that this week this may be a really good friend or a family member. You may just do it with yourself, like how sometimes we console and comfort our own inner child. I do this with myself all the time. But I do think that there's some people around you or a person around you that can be really kind and supportive, that will help you change perspective, help you with perspective. There are some things that I think that you have to accept right now. And there are some things that you are also grateful for. You are going to realize that it's about the way you perceive yourself and your reality. And that it's all you can do at this time is persevere. I'm hearing, maybe look at it from this point of view. You've got this. You've come this far. Maybe see yourself the way I see you. I predict that someone will come into your life this week, probably a person you already know, that will be really kind and helpful with this. Perhaps it is a guide. Perhaps someone will come in through, an ancestor or loved one will come in through guided meditation and say, we see you in a different way. And if you persevere and are grateful for the good things in your life, you can overcome the things you're sick and tired of just accepting. And that will come with an uncaging. It's like they're giving you a formula here. They really are. Overall energy is the Hermit. So doing a lot of self-analysis, life review, Virgo energy, 12th house energy, turning knowledge into wisdom. But you look lovely for the week, Sag. Your overall vibe is the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, there's that Taurus energy. He looks so cool. He's like, I don't even need shoes right now. I'm in a comfortable place. I'm going to survey my grounds and my land. I think it's going to be a productive week, a routine week. I think you are going to be very focused on details and consistency. No crazy sudden moves right now. I think you're going to have this burst of optimism as well, Sagittarius, with the Sun. The Sun and the Wheel, it's like, this is Sagittarius all day long. I go with the flow. I go towards expansion. Right now, you may feel, I don't know, sometimes the Knight of Pentacles will not expand too much, but that's okay. I think Taurus in the 6th house is saying, hey, like it's saying to your Jupiter energy, you cannot excessively expand all the time. Like we can't be a balloon that never stops blowing up. We are going to be grateful for what we have. We are ready to play out cycles of Dharma, or even if they're karmic cycles, they're cycles where there's gratitude and positivity and creating this slow, steady pace. It's not going to move quickly this week. but I think it's not meant to. And I think you're just going to work with what you have and work at the pace you're able to, just being happy and going with the flow. This definitely looks like sixth house and Taurus and the gratitude coming in. She feels happy and optimistic. And your action for the week is the Three of Wands to the Queen of Wands. I think that you see yourself, I think you see your future self. Some of you are at a distance from another fire sign that you would like to connect to. You're optimistic here, but you're waiting for some things to change, and you're just going to be productive kind of in your own energetic zip code for a while. But in the future, you either see this person or you see yourself with a very strongly defined sense of self, your true self, magnetic, charming. Like, I think you see yourself in the future holding your own spark of passion in the palm of your hands and directing your own life with a lot of positivity and a lot of charisma. The future does look bright for you. I love that. In your environment, I almost feel like these are things that you're letting go of, because the energy between you and the environment is the Devil and the Six of Cups. Well, some of you are just missing a Capricorn. If that's not the case, some of you have this Achilles heel of your past. Maybe some of you have like Chiron energy that's in Neptune, or pairing up with Neptune or the fourth house, where you're stuck in a perpetual nostalgia that's not creating an expansion. You may have an opportunity to really see old habits that you haven't been able to let go of, old insecurities that you haven't been able to let go of. There could be an uncaging of this smoke and mirrors haunted past. Knowing that if you just take a deep breath and focus on gratitude, that you don't have to repeat all that, you can let go of it. The past does look kind of tempting, but not necessarily in a positive way. This could surround family, because in the environment I have death. There could have been a death or an ending of some kind of a family member. There also could have been a health issue. Death, the Ten of Cups, and the Hangman. The action is the Eight of the Moon to the Eight of Cups. So if this is a person in your environment, you could feel very drawn to them like a moth to a flame. You may also feel as though you have a past life soul connection to this person, and you're not sure how you feel about that. If it's a person, release trauma bonds and create new bonds. If you can't do that, break the bond completely. You could be waiting for a person to reclaim their sense of self with you. Until they do, you're going to stay right here, because if this is a person around you, this person is very focused on long-term stability and family. There has been some kind of an ending for this person and a transformation that's been very slow. They have had to make a lot of sacrifices and surrender and pause and see something from a different point of view. This person might have gotten themselves into situations with family they put themselves in, they weren't aware of. They have to see it for what it really is. And right now, this person is incredibly emotional and leaving a lot behind. Leaving a lot behind, either with you or with their own past. And you may have this in common. You're just handling it in different ways. I also get the sense that for a lot of you, if that doesn't resonate, there are things, you know, with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, about your past. With Scorpio in the South Node right now, and there's this triangle happening between the Sun in Cancer and the North Node in Taurus, what they're doing is they're sort of coaxing Scorpio to reveal unprocessed things that have been dead for a long time, but need to be processed and healed. This could surround childhood and family. A Scorpio or a Capricorn or a Pisces could have been involved, or perhaps you have that in your chart. And at this time, there's all you can really do is surrender and see it for what it is and let it go. so that you can release what's unhealthy for you and also maybe what drives you in a way with like the second house and the sixth house. Like, what are you putting your work towards? What are you obsessed with? What can you let go of? This death has been a long time coming. And I think it could really come to the surface for you or someone this week, Sag. And with the moon and the Eight of Cups, give yourself permission to walk away from things that are confusing, where there's delusion and illusion, that are just cyclical emotions, that they have a lot of untapped hidden potential if you can leave behind what you no longer need. I guess what I'm hearing is give yourself permission to walk away without really understanding the past. Because once something becomes a memory, the way we perceive it becomes more and more skewed. So someone really has to walk away from heavy emotions and just accept that there's a lot of stuff that'll just be unresolved. And there may not be clarity for you with your past, or perhaps with someone else. Now, if this is someone else, you could help pull them out of it, Sagittarius, with positivity and all this forward motion and productivity. And you can say to them, you could actually be inspiring or coaching this person, where you say to them, hey, if you can just go with the flow, focus on gratitude and set up a steady routine, you can be focused more on the future and have a strongly defined sense of self. But you've got to let go of the past. Either you or someone has to let go of the past and just transmute it and turn it into wisdom. With perseverance and your perception, you will be able to accept some things, and other things you can't accept, you'll be able to work on productively changing with a spirit of gratitude. And I think help from friends as well for emotional support. It's going to be an interesting week for you. Just stay productive. Take it easy, Sag. Take a deep breath. Again, I feel like the theme of the week for you is, put the key into the lock that opens up things that you need to let go of. Expect unprocessed and unresolved things from the past to come out in your environment and other people, or perhaps in yourself. It's okay to walk away. The past could be very tempting, but it's more important to focus on forward motion and your North Node and your sixth house and productivity with gratitude. Yeah. So it's not a race this week. It's a marathon towards what's working for you and letting go of what's not working for you. It's like no more psychoanalyzation, because that's just messing with your head. You can let it go because your future looks bright. It very much does. With this go with the flow, productivity and positivity for sure. Yeah, they're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. All right, Sag, I hope this week is great for you. That's your tea. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.